Hello. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real podcast. Before I start this video, I'm going to urge you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, guys, share the video, spread the word. Tell your people that Jonathan in style has taken his seat. And once I'm seated in this seat, it's about to be hot. It's about to be real. We are about to dive into conversations. A conversation is going to be had. Wait. Before I start disgracing my English check, let's just be real, guys. I have been sitting on my bed for the past, I think, 2 hours thinking about what topic I'm going to talk about today. And for some reason, I wasn't getting any topic. And that is so unlikely of me. Because once I start thinking about topics, I instantly get topics because I have a lot of untold stories. So I can even just pick one of that and come and sit here and start sharing. But today it's a different sort of vibe. I wasn't feeling like sharing, an intimate story. So I was looking for what I can actually talk about very well. And then boom, let's talk about being effeminate living in Ghana. Ooh, let's talk about it. A conversation is about to be had. Effeminate, if you don't know whom an effeminate is a boy who is feminine. A boy who is feminine. So basically, people are born naturally boys, but then their characteristics, even some of their features, is female person. So that is basically what being an effeminate means. You can also go to Google and get an extensive, explanation of what I just gave you. It's good to educate yourself, because first of all, if we had all educated ourselves so well, I wouldn't be sitting here doing this video. It's very hard navigating your way through life as an effeminate person living in Africa, living in a country that is very hostile to your existence. First of all, people think you are working with script, you are working with manual, and you are acting by the script. Then people would be like, why is he a man acting like a woman? Why do you think a man will, a man will just stand up and say that, okay, today I'm just going to act like a woman. I'm going to do my things like a woman, unprovoked. Why to be that? With all the stress that effeminates go through, do you think that they would choose to inflict that sort of hatred and pain on themselves? They would never do that. So nobody in their right state would just wake up from bed one day and say that I am a man. I'm a full-blown man and I'm going to act like a woman today. And that is something we need to debunk. There is no such thing as a man acting like a woman, unless maybe it's for, something else. It's for maybe performance purposes. But apart from that, no natural man will stand up one day and say that I want to act like a woman and be disgraced. So yeah, effeminates are natural. There are men who are born and naturally they behave like women. They are not acting like women. They behave like women. And I'm a prime example. And today I want to talk about the struggles we go through living in Ghana.
Nice try. Let's be real. Well, you bitches wanna look like me.
I remember some time ago, I was talking about this same topic on my TikTok. And the comment section wasn't welcoming at all. There is this particular comment that I saw that got my attention, and the person said, leave the country. It's an abomination. It's abominable. You cannot be living in Ghana and behaving the way you behave. I think you should go to where they will accept you. First of all, me, I love myself way too much to even be in a space where I am hated. But do I have a choice to leave? Of course, I have a choice to leave. I can go. But I have created a welcoming space for myself. I have come to accept the fact that this is who I am and you can't change it. And I am not even about to change it to please you. So I'm going to stay happy and I'm going to be here and I'm going to surround myself with people who feel comfortable around me. I'm going to be around people who love me for who I am. It's not as if we are born with some sort of disease. In some country, people like me are celebrated. In some country, people like me are clapped for. I am going to tell you a story and then proceed to tell you some of the struggles we go through. So I remember way back in uni, level 100 on Tech Campus, I was very different. You know, I had my afro on. I liked to wear my colorful clothing. People saw me to be very different. People could stare at you to a point you feel like, you know, the edge should open up so that you can enter. The edge just swallow you up because you're like, why are people staring at you so much? We are no different. You are human. I am human. I am fair. You are fair. So what is so special? Why are you staring at me like that? It used to bother me a lot. And I'll always talk to my close friend, Ahab. I'll be like, the way people look at me, it's just too much. And there is no day you find me on campus walking alone. Because I also felt scared walking alone. I felt like somebody's going to do something to me just because I am different. And mind you, it wasn't as if I was walking on campus with full face makeup or I am wearing some extremely feminine clothing. No, I was just colorful. I can be wearing a green pant and I'll match it with something orange. I was just very colorful. Maybe too, they were staring at me because of my color combination. And I am good with combining colors. So it's not as if I was wearing anything crazy. You get it? So I just spoke to one of my friends again who wasn't on campus, and he told me that, for experimental sake, don't change you for anyone, but just change your dressing a little bit. Just wear a normal trousers with a normal shirt and see how people are going to accept that. I tried that and still it was no different. So I saw that it wasn't the way I dress. It wasn't the way I talk. It wasn't anything, but it was just an aura. It was just the way I carried myself, because I will step out with confidence. Even if I'm scared, I am walking with confidence. I am walking in style. I am holding my handbag the way I want to hold it. You get it? One time we were in class, one lecturer, we were in class, and then I think most of the lecturers in my faculty, most of them were confused because I could easily pass as a female, just that I don't have a vagina. It's a penis I have, and I don't have breasts too. But apart from that, I could easily pass. So I think they were very confused. There were questions. Does he have two genitals? Who raised him? Why does he act the way he acts? And I wasn't even trying to hide it because I have my Instagram pictures popping with makeup and all of that. This is because I accepted myself way before. Growing up, I knew that I knew that I was different, and I knew that I was going to go through struggle. So it's better I start making myself happy. And things even took like a U-turn after my mom died. I felt like I don't have anyone. It's just me in this world navigating through it. Therefore, I am not just going to sit around being all sad and all sober because, first of all, people think I'm a man acting like a woman and the bullying is just too much. I don't have anyone to go to complain about whatever that is going on in my life with. So I came to terms with who I am, and I started celebrating myself. I started setting boundaries. Sometimes I'm just even too strict with my boundaries for myself. I'm just too strict with my boundaries because there are certain things she can say to me. So one time we were in class, and then I think my phone rang. My friend had gone to the post office to collect some items for me way back in Takrady. I was in Kumasi. So he was sending me pictures just to confirm if the items were what I was expecting. I bought from AliExpress. And then, so as I opened the phone and I was going through the chat, one lecturer saw it and he seized my phone. So I was like, no, I need this phone. This phone is all I've got for my business and all of that. Even way back on campus, I was just doing my business. I went to his office to plead with him. He was a good man. Honestly, he was a good man. He will advise me. Sometimes he will even dash me money. So I went to his office and I'm like, sir, please. Somebody was trying to, ask for my opinion about something, or I was just trying to confirm something for someone to pick an item for me. That's why I was using my phone in class. I should have never used my phone in class. And he was like, Jonathan, I want to go through your phone. So he started going through my phone. He was just looking for clue. I think he just wanted to satisfy his curiosity. And because I know I was some way, somehow a topic in their little cycle, he started going through my phone looking for things, and he was asking, are you joining any homosexual group? Are you in any homosexual group? Because I have heard that you guys, you have your little, circle that. I'm like, sir, if that is what you are looking for, you are not going to find any. You are not going to find anything. Of course, I am in groups, but the groups that I am in, makeup groups, modeling groups, because Kumasi Fashion Week, I was a makeup artist. I think, I don't remember the year, but I was a makeup artist for one of the years, and they had created a group and put in all the makeup artists in it. And I'm telling you, the boys were in shorts, they were in underwear, they were looking all glossy, and I was just taking a video around, and my camera just sort of captured that. So no. That's not how it happened. I think somebody videoed and put it in the group. So he saw it and he saw a man in underwear and he was like, "Why are men in underwear on your phone?" I'm like, "They are models. They are models." I don't know what he was looking for. Then suddenly a pastor entered his office and then he asked, "What is going on?" And he said, "Oh, he thinks I'm gay." And the pastor started praying. He laid his hands on me. He shabaraba. He was praying, pushing me. I refused to fall. I'm like, what is going on? At this point, just give me my phone. Let me leave. Give me my phone and let me go. This man started, "We cast away any evil of femininity in a man. We cast away all these gays. Homosexual doesn't have a place in you. You are a child of God. We cast any demons out." I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm a demon. Now I'm possessed. I've not opened my mouth to tell this man that I am queer or I am gay. Or you didn't even see anything on my phone to tell you that I am joining a secret society of homosexual people. So what is your point? But long story short, they prayed the gay away, and I just, I was confused a little bit. They prayed the gay away, and then my lecturer finally gave me my phone, and I thanked him, and I left. And things changed around that time. Though I was very confident in myself, I had come to terms with the fact that I am an effeminate child. I am different. I am special, not as in Down syndrome, but for a very long time, I have known that I possess some special characteristics that an ordinary human doesn't have. I have always known that I am great. I have always known that my aura defeats people. I have always known that my existence sort of scare people. It shame people away. I know all these things about me, but after that experience, I felt down. I really felt down because I'm like, why is someone thinking that because I behave like a woman or I have some feminine characteristics in me as a man, I am possessed? In some parts of the world, we are worshipped. In some parts of the world, we are admired. We are adored. So why are they casting demons out of me? You understand what I'm saying? So the first thing I did was to go shave my hair. I had this big afro. My hair was plenty. I went to shave everything down and I changed my wardrobe from colorful clothing to very, simple, minimal. Sometimes I would just wear a jeans trouser with maybe a top and still they were staring. So I saw that it wasn't me. People were just curious. So what could they obi pasum shrasama or your Ghana for your pasum pa by you shrasam? So I saw that, it wasn't even the way I was dressing. It wasn't that. Because if it's the way I was dressing, then maybe me changing my wardrobe it should shift people attention from me. But rather it's even doubled, it tripled. So I said, okay, let me go back to I went ahead and I pierced. Yeah. I was in the moment in uni. I was experimenting with clothing. That was the time I'm like, it's like this pastor sort of prayed something away from me and then brought another thing because I became very rebellious. I became very, I don't want to use the word agree. I became so comfortable that I was living large. I was living large. I would dye my hair white. I would dye it gold. I would wear a short. I would wear a vest and put glitter all over my body. Girl, I was living the life in uni. I was living it. So once you come into terms with who you are, you start living freely. You start living freely. And let me tell you, ever since I started living freely and not trying to change who I am for anyone, doors magically or miraculously opens for me. I am here. I am known because of the way I behave, because of my personality. I am not boring. I am not a boring person. I bring life into things. That's why when you see me, you are intrigued. That's why when you see me, you start asking questions. That's why when you see me, you are like, okay, this person is interesting. Even if you don't like me, you think I am interesting enough for you to watch me. And I am not the only one with that, characteristics or with that aura. Most effeminate men are like that. So where is the hate coming from? Are you scared of us? Do we awaken some buttons in you? God, I am preaching today. Today's video is going to be very long, and this is me trying to find a topic to talk about. Okay, now I want to talk about effeminate in the content creating space in Ghana. I'm going to talk about Ghana and maybe Nigeria, not Nigeria, Ghana, because Ghana is where I come from, and most of my experiences have come out of this country. When I started creating content for TikTok, I have always been a makeup content creator, makeup influencer. I was doing makeup, one of the very few, makeup influencers to be flown to Dubai by a brand. Yeah, I have had my moments. 2016, 2017, we were popping. We were doing it Instagram, on Facebook. We were living large. We were getting the money. And my only barrier was I was in Ghana. So most of these brands couldn't get to me with PR stuff because, shipping around that time, things are open now. Before it wasn't that easy, but I have had my days with creating makeup content, even on YouTube and all of that. But after uni, I just I keep reinventing myself. I get bored and I keep reinventing myself. So when I started creating this viral sound bites for or voiceovers for TikTok, I saw that there is another part of me that has been unlocked. And that part of me was always reserved for my close friends or people that I personally knew. People didn't know that I am that funny as in the public, but my close people knew. So one time I just let it out, and one video of mine just went viral, and then it kept going. If you've ever heard this sound, they are all my sound, and some of my sound has even traveled international. I have a sound with over 500,000 usage under it, and that was my voice. And while my voice was going viral, people didn't know the face behind the voice. So randomly, I'll just get, a comment, and it will read, "Oh, you are the face behind it. Oh, I didn't know you were a man. Oh, but why are you a man acting like a woman? Oh, so it's you behind the voice all along." So I got to know that people actually know the voice. My voice is out there, but people don't know the face behind the voice. So when people started discovering that I'm actually a man, things shifted. When people finally got to know the face behind the voice, I started getting a lot of strange DMs. People will randomly send me prayers to pray the feminine behavior out of me. And there was this pastor, this woman, I don't know if she was a pastor or a prophetess or whatever. She would always come into my DM. You are such a nice guy. You are beautiful. I don't think you should be doing the way you should be doing some of the things you do. I'm like, let me tell you, you think I don't have family members? Every effeminate is from a family. So whatever advice you think you have, they've already heard it before. So they don't need it. I'm a matcha pito because I've seen that I am naturally me. I am not trying to be a different person to please you, and that is the point. So no amount of advice. Do you know what I have been through? I have been beaten by a mob before, and I was very little, right after JHS. Even as little as I was around that time, I think 11 or 12, I was sent by my dad to go give my money to my grandma, and this group of young men just rushed me. They beat me up just for walking like a girl as a boy. I have been bullied on social media before, especially on Facebook. I have considered suicide before. I have been through it. Nti obeka da ma akọ school na ma graduate efim nti sisi na ma acha apeto mebeke biala ofa ma ahwechi na wepui onye melika na milite mama ye na meye but it's such a struggle with even finding jobs as an effeminate. And like I mentioned, I have always known that I am different, so I have prepared myself for it. I knew that I had to be self-employed in order to be powerful, or in order to, to live freely. I have to have money. I started working on it. I started using my God-given talent, and every effeminate child is very talented, unless maybe they are stupid to not use their talent and depend on other people. But I want to tell all effeminate that you have a lock in you that you have to unlock to get to, whatever stage in life you want to get to. You are special. You are different. You are not ordinary. You are extraordinary. Embody the word dramatic. When people tell you are dramatic, embody it. That is who you are. And that is what is going to make you. People know Jonathan in style because of my personality. And guess what? My personality is being effeminate. Even with my clients that I have for my businesses, they all came to me because of my personality and my special talents. So don't let anyone let you down. Don't let anyone, I think people are just scared of how far we can go. You are so talented. And until you unlock that lock, you would never know. So yeah, that's what I have to say. And even in the content, so I was saying about being in the content creation space. I was very viral. My voice was all over the place. But whenever a brand reaches out to me, I will send them my rate card and they'll be like, oh, can we see how you look like? Can we, then I'll send them my Instagram profile, because my Instagram is basically, my portfolio. And they will go and be like, oh, we cannot work with you because of how you present. I'm like, okay. One time I had a TV station approach me and they sent me an email. They wanted to put me on the show or whatever. And I think they later went to find out about my Instagram and things changed. They are like, oh, we don't know what the public is going to think. We know the sort of country we live in. They are not accepting of certain things. I'm like, girl, just spare me. So you cannot even properly excel in terms of finances if the only thing you are doing as a content creator and you are effeminate. I know a lot of effeminate over here with a lot of followers, and their followers, their money doesn't even match their followers. And whereas in other country, when you have like over 1 million or over 100,000, you are okay because these brands see you and they bring their money your way. But here, it's not like that. It's not like that because people think you are abomination. You are abominable. People think when they associate their brand with you, it's a total failure. But I can tell you for a fact that whomever that I have worked for, whatever, even with the small brands that I have worked for, they've seen success. And they are always coming back. But I just stopped doing advert and I decided to concentrate on my own, thing, because I saw that I am never going to get like a very big brand in Ghana to work with me because of my lifestyle or because of how I am naturally. So I started creating my own path. I started creating my own opportunity. And this is where we are. We are still excelling. I have not gotten anywhere yet, but I am on the right track. I am on the right path. So to my fellow effeminates, find your grounds. You are very talented. Use your talents. Be you, because once you become you and you become you in and then being you have to be wise about it because it's Ghana we are living. Know whom to play with, know whom to talk to, know the sort of people you associate yourself with. Do not go to places you are not accepted, you are not welcomed. Just know your place, basically. And then explore. Do your things. Do your things. I know I have spoken a lot, but I don't know if I have actually covered the topic well enough. But I have somewhere to go. So we are going to end this topic. if people find it interesting, then I would, come back and do a part 2 with the proper struggles and challenges effeminates go through. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to this channel. Till we meet again, it's a bye for now.